Do you know how to share these 2 pages? Just waiting for some people to come on. Just waiting for some people coming on then. Yeah. I'll say my bit. Just give us a thumbs up if you can hear. Hey, good evening. You know me by now, Fraser from Never Surrender, Safety Net, Minds at War. Obviously I keep telling people to reach out, and past few days I personally have had to reach out. It's been tough, but I've used the tools that I've had. Last night I had to reach out at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was wanting to go and have a drink just to forget about everything, to get rid of the pain. But I reached out, I phoned a friend who came round and sat with me, we had a chat, and now I'm opening up about it. Being an addict, a recovering addict, is not simple. People say you're strong, people say you're supporting everything. It's not as easy as that, you know. Like, we still have to work in recovery every day. It's not, you go to rehab, you stop drinking and that's it. It's nothing like that. It's an illness. You have to learn tools, techniques, relapse prevention, and speaking out, you know. And last night I was in a very, very situation where I did have to reach out. Not ashamed to admit that, because I tell yous to reach out and I have to do it myself, you know. But I've learned a lot of lessons from it. All these bullies, whatever, trolls, it just makes me stronger, you know. I probably couldn't have done that a year ago, to be frankly honest, and I probably, if it was a year ago and I was sober, I probably would have relapsed, to be honest. But now that I've got the tools, now I've got the strength, and I can, my higher power stops me from drinking, you know. It was scary last night. I've only had a couple hours sleep. It was scary, being in that position at 1 o'clock in the morning, and something I've seen, which affected me, and I handled it in the way I should have. Alright, I put a post up which I took down because that just gives in to people, but I reached out to a friend who came round, and we had a chat, and we spent an hour, and felt a bit calmer after it. But it's being a recovering alcoholic. I had a past of dishonesty, lying, compulsive lying, hurt a lot of people, which I still pay for. Trust, the list could go on and go on. But then when you get into recovery and you're a recovering alcoholic, some people still judge you like that. Even though whatever you do, they still tarnish you with the same brush. And sadly, some recovering alcoholics or drug users get targeted and they relapse. And fortunately for me, yesterday, I reached out, and I tell yous all the time, if you're struggling, not even if it's to do with addictions, if it's to do with something else, reach out, and don't go into the position I was. If I touched that drink the early hours this morning, I don't think I would be here doing this video. I've got a serious underlying health condition which was caused by alcohol and chronic pancreatitis, and if I drank, I probably would be dead. I had it all planned out in my head, where I was going to get the booze, what I was going to do. But then it's that mind over matter, mindfulness, like distraction, relapse prevention. Where's your triggers? Well, I had fucking about 100% of my triggers last night, trust me. And it took me a while, because it was like early in the morning. And I've got a great team at Safety Net that I can open up, and some of them, a lot of them, came and spoke to me. But I was in a situation where it's in my front door, basically. It's where I am, and it's right in my face. And I made a call, and I made that important call. Because if I didn't make that important call, I don't think I'd be here doing this. And I urge people, and I always will urge people, doesn't matter if you how many months you're in recovery, you're going to get hurdles. And I've fucking seen that in the past couple of weeks. And people target you because, you know, in your past you were weak. I was weak in the past, and I don't deny that. But now the fact is, I've got the willpower, I've got the strength, and I've got my higher power. If it wasn't for AA doing 12 steps, like, I mean, I wouldn't be here. But it has been hard. It has been, and a lot of you have been, every single one of you have been a great support. Even all guys that never surrender, the team, all the veterans community, the civilian community, and like I say, everyone struggles in life. Every person struggles in life. And I put a post up there questioning something, and it's like, if they're going to question me on what I do, and tarnish me with the brush I had before, what's going on in their lives? Because nobody's ever squeaky clean, are they? And I always answer that. And the thing with Bella, I mean, she's been attacked left, right, centre, which it's made her distraught, and she's not even an addict. She's never touched anything to do with addiction. She's got a brain injury, complex PTSD, everything, right? And she's going through hell, and everybody's now attacking Bella. And all I'm going to say to folk, if people have got a problem with me or anyone else, come and have the guts and say it to my face. But instead of sitting behind a keyboard and writing up your comments, whatever. But it's no one in this group, actually, so I'm just kind of hoping this would go to the people who it is. But I'm not here to name names. I'm just here to say that I've moved forward from it, and hopefully Bella will get there. You know, she's gone through a rough patch, so hopefully we can we'll be stronger together. And what the people are doing, to be honest, and I said it in my statement, they're just making me stronger and stronger. Could have been a blip yesterday, but it wasn't. I didn't pick up that drink. Picking up that first drink is going to lead to madness. And being in England, when you've got access to drink, when we're in Scotland it's 10 to 10, I don't think there'll be many bars open with me about, put it that way. But the positive, I never did. I reached out, and that's why I keep telling people to reach out. Even me, even Bella, even folk in Never Surrender team. I mean, there's loads of the groups that they need to reach out. We're all suffering, and we're all human beings at the end of the day. We've all got feelings, we all get hurt, you know, and it's how we react to it, how we process that. And for me last night, I couldn't process it because it just felt like on, and it got to the stage where I just couldn't be fucked, to be honest. I couldn't be given a fuck, and I just wanted it to stop. I truly did. And I thought about it. I don't even drink spirits. I've never drank spirits. And I wanted to. I just wanted to get a bottle of vodka, neck it, and forget about everything, what has been going on, you know. And then a light bulb came in, and I was actually wanting to go out for a walk, and I knew where that walk would take me, but something stopped me. Something stopped me. I think a lot of it's down to the hurt in the past I've caused people. Obviously, I've learned a lot of tools. I do speak up. I'm not ashamed to speak up. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm a recovering coke addict as well. And I'm not ashamed to say that. And there is a stigma about it. But in the end of the day, it's an illness. And yesterday, this morning, early hours this morning, scared me. I had it planned. And that's what alcoholics do. And that's what addicts do. And they plan it. And when it got to the planning stage, that was when I had to realise that I cannot go through with it. I can't go through with the pain, the suffering, because I knew it would happen. I would wake up in the morning, I would be hungover, my anxiety would be all over the place, and I would have lost everything that I've achieved in 8 months. I'm 8 months in actually 4 days. But what happened last night, it's something I'm going to have to learn with. But I didn't pick up the bottle. I didn't. And as you see, I'm here. It's not yet, it's still hurting. It's not one of these things that goes away. It's about how you deal with it. Being open, being honest. I'm sharing with you guys. Because I know many of you who watch either suffer from post-traumatic stress or mental health. And it's hard, you know. It's not just veterans, it's the civilian community as well, and we all need to be there for one another. Not judging anyone, not slagging anyone. And I said that a couple of days ago, I'm sick of all the fighting, and the support you give me, I mean, not just what you give me, but messages you give to people that's on the page who's struggling. That one message can help someone, and keep doing that. And don't be scared to speak out. And this is the problem. A lot of people are scared to speak out because of the stigma, because they're going to be ashamed. What's there to be ashamed of? You've got a mental health illness, you've got addiction illnesses. What's there to be ashamed of? I mean, you do not want your family to lose you because you've not dealt with it. You know, don't go down the route where it's too late. Speak out, reach out. I mean, there's numerous, if you go into Veterans Unite Against Suicide, there's a list of numbers. We've got it on Never Surrender, Safety Net, and we work with a good team, and we don't turn anyone away, because I don't believe in that. Addiction or no addictions, everybody deserves the help, support to get through in their lives. You know, because somebody has fucked up in addictions or through the mental health, why do they not deserve another chance? It's not even if they relapse, you give them a chance. You know, instead of turning people away, instead of fighting, we need to be supporting each other through this. And I can guarantee you that the rumours are now going about another lockdown. How's that going to be right now? With the way the community is, not just the veterans community, but people suffering from loneliness, isolation, because that's two massive triggers for any addiction, and actually with people with mental health issues. And I can guarantee you through that lockdown there was more drink consumed because of boredom, loneliness, just to get them by the day. And I'm not here to plead to you, or it's up to you what you do, but think about your family, think about the people around you. Don't leave it too late where your family's having to bury you or having a funeral. Don't. That you might think it's unfixable. You might think there's no help out there, but by God there is. And there is genuine people out there who's willing to help. And I showed you that video yesterday of the guy. I seen it a year ago. I didn't expect the response I got in the groups. I mean, 5,000 people watched it. You've seen it. It's powerful, and I think that's one of the best ones. It's so sad to listen to, so hard, but it was right to the heart, right from telling you how it is. Because you do, you feel worthless, you feel fucking like there's no hope. Why are we here? You know, we've got this PTSD, we've got traumas, we're having to deal with it. We don't want to get up in the morning. We can't be fucked. You get stressed at work. And then what do people want to do? They want to go and have a drink to de-stress. You know, that's where people cope with. But there is many other ways to cope with it. Many other ways. But I think I've rambled on a bit. But like I say, stick together. Stop this bickering. Leave Bella alone. She doesn't need it. None of my team, none of the team that's Never Surrender need it. And neither does other teams out there need it. Because we're trying to help veterans. And then we seem to be getting tugged into a tug of war with people. And that's not right. You know, we're here to help people. And yesterday I had to get help myself. Because I'm not used to anyone if I don't sort myself out. So what I did. But yeah, keep coming forward. Keep reaching out. Checking on people who are struggling. Just that one message to someone, giving them hope. A lot of people are lonely, and that's when you find out they want to take suicide. And we don't want that. And we need to keep pushing it out. We need to keep pushing that message out that there's hope and there's people there to listen to you. Two things and what's good for somebody addictions, mental health: listening and hearing and showing an interest in the person you're talking to. And that'll give them hope, because that person who comes to you could be the first person who's ever opened up to. And I see that a lot. And the reaction, most of the people who I've dealt with, or any of my team dealt with, they're there, they just want to talk. And then after the phone call, they're laughing and joking by the end of the phone call. So pick up that phone. Don't think about not doing it. Do it, because it can change your life. There's no cure for mental health illnesses. We all know that. There's no cure for being an alcoholic or a drug user. But there is another way of doing it, is managing it. Managing yourself in recovery. Relapse prevention, knowing your triggers. Knowing your triggers in PTSD, because there's triggers in PTSD and everybody knows that. So watching out for your triggers. If people have given up hobbies and that, get back in, do their hobbies, keep busy. And if this lockdown happens, keep busy every day. Do something you've not even tried. But don't leave it, and don't leave it in there, because you're going to end up snapping. And that's the worst. Nobody wants to see that. Your family don't want to see that. Your friends don't want to see it. Your partners as well. You know, it's like a rolling effect. If one suicide happens right now, that doesn't just affect that one person. That is a ripple effect in a whole community. And it just keeps going on and on. We see it in the veterans community. We see it in the civilian community. And it's hard. It's always hard and heartbreaking to see that kind of things. And we need to support everyone now. Stop the bickering and get on with each other. So the numbers are on. Never Surrender. Safety Net Minds at War. If I had a number here, I would tell you. Veterans United Against Suicide have also got a list of numbers as well, so it doesn't need to be us. Just go to a group, any group, I don't care who it is, because it's not competition. I mean, we're all trying to work together. So phone one of the groups. Don't leave it to the last minute. I'm going to wish you all a good weekend, because I really need to try. I'm taking a bit of rest for the next few days. Well, I say I'll try, but probably won't. But anyway, thank you for listening. I appreciate it all, and I appreciate all your comments as well. And I mean, I've got too many to go through, so I try and do as best as I can with it. But keep sharing the message. Peace and hope. God bless you all and have a good weekend, and thank you again. Remember the numbers on Safety Net, never surrender, minds at war, Safety Net. Thank you all.